Hi everyone, this is Tom Laughlin, Professor of Theater and Dance here at SUNY Fredonia, and these two handsome gentlemen you see in front of you are Chris Wicek. He's on the left, and Chris is a sophomore BFA acting major here at SUNY Fredonia. On your right is Kyle Blount, one of our student bloggers, and Kyle is a BFA musical theater junior here at SUNY Fredonia. He is the director for the upcoming performing arts company production of Company, which is going to be performed not on the SUNY Fredonia campus, but rather in the 1891 Fredonia Opera House, which is in downtown Fredonia. And that is coming up pretty soon, as a matter of fact. So we'll give you the ticket information in just a little bit. But first, let's get a talk with these two guys and find out how it's going. I'm going to let Kyle, who's the director, give us a sort of an overall idea of where we're at, what's happening, what the show's about, some basic information. Kyle, take it away.
All right. Company takes place in New York City, and it follows the life of Bobby, who is a bachelor. We meet him on the night of his 35th birthday. In his apartment, and his 10 best friends, who happen to be 5 married couples, have all come to wish him a happy birthday. Over the course of the show, we watch his interaction with all 5 couples, and they all have a different idea of what he needs in his life, but they all feel he should be married. While Chris is playing Bobby. Bobby, on the other hand, has no idea what the heck he wants and is avoiding marriage like the plague. Through the course of the show, we watch how he interacts with all his married friends, and he sees things in each couple that he's not too fond of when it comes to marriage. And he also has 3 girlfriends at the time, and we see his interaction with them, and we find things that he likes in them, and we see the things he doesn't like so much in them. And as the show goes on, his friends slowly start getting into his head, and it comes to the forefront at the end of the show with a song called Being Alive. And I don't want to give away the ending too much, but Bobby goes through a humongous change in that song. And it's a very powerful piece, and I'm hoping people take away something from the show. With the divorce rate in America, what it is right now, I really think this show brings a lot of the value back to marriage and back to relationships, and I really hope people take that away from the production.
Oh, good. Okay, great. Thank you for that. Chris, talk a little bit about this role. Bobby is actually a pretty well-known role in the canon of musical theater these days, and you're getting a chance to play it at a relatively young age. What are some of the challenges you're finding so far?
Well, at first it was more connecting with the character. I really wanted to get really dead on and get everything set and go, and I think a lot of the relationships with finding my relationship, Bobby, to the other couples was really, really important, and discovery and the development of the character, and just a lot of I had to work on a lot of the songs, and it was a really great experience so far.
How are you feeling about the Sondheim music? This is one of Sondheim's earlier works, but I think that the music itself, of course, any Sondheim musical is really pretty much challenged musically. How are you doing with that?
I pretty well now. When I started out, I was a little oh wow, there's a lot of little details, and there's a lot of different type of things in the music, and I'm all right, you know what, it's fine. I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna look at everything, I'm gonna go over it, I'm going to take it piece by piece by piece, and so that's what I've done. And so now, Sondheim is Sondheim, so music, it's good, but it's difficult to learn, but when it is there, it's really, really good. So.
What, do you have a favorite piece that you're involved in?
Do tell.
Well, I actually I don't have a favorite. I like all of them a lot. I really like Being Alive. But personally, I really, really like Side by Side by Side. The whole, the blocking and everything for that whole entire scene is, it's fantastic. It's so great.
Thanks.
Oh, no, yeah. But, I get to, a backflip. It's really cool.
Wow.
And, I don't know, I like that whole song because everyone's included, and then the ending kind of it's really, I don't want to give too much away, but it's really good.
Okay, all right, well good. Kyle, how long have you been working on this piece as a director, and what made you choose it? What was or did it choose you, or
it kind of chose me?
Oh, okay.
Last semester I proposed to direct a play called 10 Little Indians for PAC, which is from Agatha Christie, my favorite author. Well, it got turned down, but they announced they were doing Company, and I was asked to direct. Company turns out to be my favorite show. Bobby is a role I would like to play before I die, so it was a big choice for me to say, you know what, I'm going to direct this. And I'm really glad I did. I've gotten a lot of insight. I did a lot of research this summer. I went through and I looked. Sondheim loves to use references all over the place. Allusions is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of them. Like one of them, Bobby is referred to as the Seagram's Building at one point, which I had to go in and figure out that the Seagram's Building was built in 1950. And the show takes place in the early 70s. So I had to find out if they're saying Bobby is the or the pinnacle of modern, because that's what that building was at the time. But also that building is very square, geometrical, cold. Or are they saying that about him? So I had to go through and find all the little things that Sondheim writes, and he has reasons for putting them all in there. So I spent about 3 months this summer researching that. And then I came up with my concept, which is... I'll give this part away. It's all happening in Bobby's head.
Okay.
Which you'll see. Each act opens and closes with the exact same birthday.
All right. Interesting. Okay, it's all in his head. What is it? Are you doing it at the Opera House because that was the space available, or did you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Originally, I had wanted Roush Recital Hall.
Yeah.
And the way things worked out, all the performance spaces on campus were booked. But we found the Opera House. By chance, we found this 1 week that was available. I'm like, you know what? Let's take it. Let's do it. And I think it's going to work out really well.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I like the Opera House as a performance space for some things. I think it should work out pretty well. Have you been in there? Have you started techs?
We start on Monday. We have a tech rehearsal Monday, dress rehearsal on Tuesday, and then our performance is Wednesday and Thursday.
All right. Now, Chris, you got any nerves going into this? Anything making you nervous? What's making you nervous?
Lines mostly.
Lines?
Only because I haven't had as much time as I would like to with the scripts. But I've been pounding the lines. Like I haven't slept in a long time, but it's fine. But basically that's about it. Like the lines and getting everything smooth going, and that's about it. Everything else is I'm just really excited.
I bet you are. I know I would be if I were you. And the reason you should get excited is because this is one of Stephen Sondheim's earliest and many people think one of his finest musicals. So that's the Performing Arts Company doing Stephen Sondheim's Company. And that will open on November 17th. That's this coming Wednesday?
We open the 18th.
The 18th.
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday the 18th. November 18th, and also running Thursday, November 19th. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
At the 1891 Fredonia Opera House, which is in downtown Fredonia. The box office is open Tuesday through Friday from 1 to 5, and I believe Saturday also from 1 to 5. The phone number down there is 716-679-1891, and you can reserve your tickets. Gentlemen, thanks for stopping by and talking to us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Tom.
Okay.